Hey, what's up guys? Thanks for checking out the Pixel Lab. I just want to thank you for your support and hanging in there with me. I just had my first kid, so things have been a little bit crazy, but I'm back in action. So keep on checking out the Pixel Lab. We got a lot of exciting things coming up. All right, let's jump right into the tutorial. This is going to show you a really cool way to use the explosion effects, and I believe I saw this on one of the NAB presentations, but I forget who demoed it. But I've been using this a lot lately and wanted to share it with you quick. So this is to make a low poly paper look. So I have this model, and you can see it's not super convincing, and we're going to use the explosion effects to kind of enhance this. So when you think about the explosion effects, we'll go ahead and drop that in our object. If we increase the strength, this is generally what you think of, kind of exploding things out, as the name would say. But if we take the strength and we drop it down to something very small, it's just going to displace the polygons a little bit. So now if we hit render, you can see that we have a lot of detail that looks like paper folds. If we go ahead and zoom in here a little bit, you can see that they might be a little bit too far apart if you're in close. So we can make this even a little bit less, maybe like 0.02. I'll go ahead and hit render again. And you can see that we're getting a really nice paper look. It looks like folded origami, and that's going to add a lot more detail to anything that you're trying to make look like paper or cardboard or anything like that. And even if you're just going for a low poly effect, I'll go ahead and show you this guy. So here's our little model of the piggy bank. This one's modeled by Rob Redman. Go ahead and turn off the subdivision, and let's take a render here. You can see that we have that low poly look, but if we want to push that a little bit farther, we'll just take that explosion effects, drop it inside the model, and maybe kick that up to 0.08. Go ahead and hit render again, and that, with a little bit of ambient occlusion, is really going to push the low poly effect. It's really going to make it a little bit more defined. So that's a really cool way to use it. And finally, one thing that you can also use it for is let's say that you have a plane here and you're using this as your floor or a wall, something like that. We'll go ahead and increase the subdivisions a little bit, put the explosion effects in there. Looks like we need to turn it down just a little bit, 0.02, something like that, and we'll hit render. And you can see that if we're going to use this as a wall or a floor, we get a little bit of a sci-fi tiled look, which adds a little bit of detail really quickly. So that's another way that you can use it. So that is the explosion effects, and it's a really quick way to add a lot of realism to anything low poly or paper. Thank you guys very much for checking out the Pixel Lab. I really appreciate your support, and we'll see you next time. Bye.